It's already halfway through the year and we're starting from scratch. By completing SBCs, playing matches, and competing in FUT Champs, we're going to build the best ultimate team that we can in the time available. Welcome to my FIFA 17 halftime road to glory. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode number 48 of the halftime road to glory, coming to a close, and that's pretty evident by the title of this episode, which is going to be the last weekend league of FIFA 17. Oh guys, I am excited for you guys to see how we played out this final weekend league. And we didn't really play too many matches, but we did make sure we got Elite 1. We'll get a bit more into that a bit later. But first of all, we've got some FUT Champs rewards. And I'm pretty sure this weekend I only finished Gold 2, which was alright. I mean, I'm pretty chill just like playing about 20 to 30 games. And Gold 2 was a pretty decent thing to get for only playing about 28 games. So I was pretty happy with that. And that's going to put us up to 70,000 coins. But coins and players and packs don't really mean anything to us anymore. And we're all just looking forward to FIFA 18. And there's going to be so many fun things. There's a lot of new things coming out. And it's going to be exciting. I cannot wait to try out the new journey. Hopefully the second season of the journey isn't going to be as linear as the first season, because that like the first season of the journey was like you had all this cool stuff at the beginning and then you just had like the same gameplay just over and over and over again. It got really boring. But in this pack we managed to get Alexandra, which is actually a very decent pull, but we're going to look at his price. I'm not sure if it's going to actually show up on the clip that I put here. Oh, he's a duplicate, so I don't actually do that. But he's going about for 4,000 coins. That's how you know no one's interested in this game pretty much anymore, which is very disappointing. And I've noticed it with a lot of FIFA YouTubers, views just dropping off, as well as like a lot of stuff. I just don't have the willingness to even play FIFA that much anymore, but I do want to get these elite monthly rewards, so that hopefully should be very good. And having a lot more time on the weekend has been really good for me. First of all, I can do what I needed to get done. I can also I've also been working on a few things for the channel, so hopefully that should be very interesting for you guys. And yeah, it's going to be interesting coming up. Well, it's going to complete the daily, the marquee matchups. And you know, marquee matchups are dead cheap when you can use 11 bronze players to get 125k pack. And that's just absolutely amazing. On top of that, we're going to complete France and Netherlands. This one was also very easy to do. All I had to do was submit a full Calcio squad with I think that's De Jong at the right mid position. On top of that, we were able to complete Uruguay and Argentina by submitting a full Liga Santander squad. And then on top of that, we're going to complete USA and Costa Rica by submitting a complete League de squad. So that was pretty cheap actually. All of the stuff was from the club. I actually used a few untradeable players. It was really good, and we got 425k packs just right there and right then. And we're gonna actually get a decent pull from these 425k packs as well. And but first of all, we're gonna get Julio Cesar, an alright player. Nothing too amazing, but I mean, it's free. It's pretty much free players at this point. So we're going to store all that to the club, and we're going to go into our second pack. I'm not sure if this is the pack where we get a decent player, and we're going to get Miralem Pjanic. And you guys will see why I'm not too excited about that. Looking at his price, he has absolutely plummeted to a massive 5k. An 85 rated player goes for 5,000 coins. That is just absolutely like stupid in my opinion. You could build, honestly, if you started right now, you could build a very solid base team and probably have a fun with like the last 2 weeks of FIFA. I mean, there wouldn't be any FUT Champs, but you could just play out the games, have a bit of fun, and then get into FIFA 18 and start smashing it. But anyway, guys, we are going to get into our team of the week player. Who we gonna get? It's not going to be a walkout, but it is going to be the main man, Marko Arnautovic. We have his 86 card, and I was so praying that we wouldn't get his 86 card because we would have to discard that. But we were able to get his 84 rated card, and yeah, so that's alright. He'll send up straight to the club. But these are the two teams I'm going to be using for this final weekend league. I'm only going to play about 9 or 10 matches. And the first team is an untradeable team, a full untradeable team. We managed to pull that Lukaku. We also managed to pull that Marco Verratti and a whole bunch of footies cards, as well as Emre Can in there and Son, player of the month. And that card's been absolutely sensational. And this team actually did pretty well for me. I got to say, Marquinhos and Aurier were a bit out of position sometimes, and Shaw wasn't as fast as I would like him to be, but they were actually playing very, very decently. I have to give it to them. And then this is the dream team. I decided to put all the best players from both squads into the one team. Unfortunately, I didn't have Team of the Season Kante in there. I would have really, really liked to fit him in, but I just couldn't. Like, I didn't really see where I could. But we do have Ousmane Dembele. He's probably become one of my favorite players for me this year. I mean, he's like just physical, he's fast, he breaks down plays, he's got 5-star skill moves, he's absolutely amazing. And then on top of that, we have Messi on the other wing, at left wing, and he's been clinical from that position because he's got a left foot, so he just hits it straight across the keeper, and his goals for days. And then the defense is just solid. There's not really you can complain that much about the defense. And it was a bit off chemistry, but that doesn't really matter in my opinion. And we're actually going to just get into some weekend league games here right away, straight away. We've got 3 weekend league games for you guys. And we did pretty well this weekend. We did absolutely pretty well. And for once, I'm actually going to commentate over the actual gameplay instead of talking about a different topic. I've been doing that a lot recently. I think it's time to wind it back and just commentate over some gameplay. So in this game, I didn't actually realize I was on not backline offside trap. I was on offside trap for my backline, not cover. So the first 2 goals came straight away from that, and then I changed the in-game settings, and we started to find our rhythm. But the servers this weekend, and I got a message from a few players, the servers this weekend were absolutely just dreadful. There are some things that I just, like, it was just really slow. Like that goal right there that my opponent just conceded, that should not happen. Courtois diving randomly to a P-roller, and then we were able to slot away a nice little penalty with Lionel Messi to make it 3-2 and bringing us into the league. But this weekend league had a lot of high-scoring games with my opponent coming down the pitch. And look at this auto dive there from Smalling. What are you doing, Smalling? Like, legitimately, I'm just running back with him, and I'm trying to clear it out. And he auto lunges and just gives the ball straight away to that 88 Mohamed Salah, and he's going to punish us again. Mohamed Salah on that left foot, and he's been an amazing card this year, and I'm really looking forward to getting his card for my BPL team next year. It's going to happen. Definitely 100%. He's going to be an amazing player to try and get into your BPL teams. But we were able to tie it up there with Ronaldo and then Ousmane Dembele, and this is why I like him. His shots are clinical. He's got 5-star weak foot, 5-star skill moves. He gets into good positions, high attacking work rates, and he's able to break down the opponent in the 119th minute and slaughter past his Courtois. And that's just how the game went. I mean, like, some games we really shouldn't deserved, but this one we really absolutely did. Oh, did I miss a goal? I might have missed a goal because it actually ended up 4-6, which is very interesting. But we definitely did deserve this match. We had more shots than him by far. And it was just one of those games where he was very, very clinical. I got a bit lucky here and there. He got a bit lucky here and there. But then we come up into our second team. He's got the premium SBC, El Shaarawy, and Dries Mertens team of the season. A very, very clinical attacking line and a very nice Calciue. I think there's a bit of a hybrid there. I could be wrong. But that was a weird goal. Dembele actually, like, deflecting it off Lukaku's shot into the back of the net, and he's going to get the goal for that. like if you look right here, it takes a tiny nick off his leg, and it's just gonna crawl into that back corner. So I'm not gonna be complaining. But then El Shaarawy is gonna absolutely power it, and that SBC Premium El Shaarawy is doing bits for my opponent. He was very, very hard to deal with. Then my opponent's gonna come back. He's gonna wiggle his way down. De Bruyne is sending it into Mertens there, and he's gonna make it 2-1, and at this point I'm like, oh god, okay, this is gonna be another one of those games. We're gonna have to grind it out. Hopefully we can just scrape a win. And yeah, I don't know what Verratti's doing there. He's just standing there with the ball, but luckily for us, Sterling was able to tap that home. Sterling, a very clinical card. If you abuse his finesse shots, he is going to do absolute work for you. But then my opponent is going to do a Berber spin into the box, and a nice little finish there from Dries Mertens. I don't know about Dries Mertens' card, because I got his 90 card, and I didn't really find him too amazing. But look at this there from Lukaku. Just does a nice little sidestep, drafts it past the opponent, and then smashes it into that top right-hand corner. That is what you like to see from my main man, Lukaku. And then Dembele, he's going to work down that wing. He's going to send it across. And Marcus Alonso, man, this is what I'm talking about. My opponent getting unlucky again. And it was just one of those like weekends where everything was just going wrong for both me and my opponent. He's going to concede an own goal. Luckily for him, he's going to come back and he's going to slot it home with Azpilicueta. A very nicely crafted goal to make it 4-4. But unfortunately for my opponent, Raheem Sterling working down the wing, slots it home to Son, and he's going to tap it home to make it 5-4, a sweaty goal. But it's what we need, and it's what is going to give us the victory. And you can see a very even match, but again, it comes down to the BS own goal. And that's why my opponent lost. It was just one of those weekends. It's one of those weekends where you just can't, like, the game just doesn't play the way it should. And, yeah, it's unfortunate, but my opponent did lose. Now, this opponent right here was absolutely phenomenal. I think it was because he had the 4-2-3-1 with the wide things. He just had so many players back. I really couldn't break him down. And he was playing very good defensive play. But right here, I'm passing this out. And he passes, Aurier passes it back to Butland. I'm trying to pass it to Verratti, and he just slots it home straight to Papu Gomez, and Papu Gomez is able to put that one in the back of the net. A bit of an unlucky goal there for us to concede. And then right here, I think his opponents were just like, it was one of those games just felt a bit sluggish for me. And I do have to say my opponent definitely outplayed me. It's one of those games where my opponent's very, very good at possession play. Right here, he's just dribbling all over me, and I can't really complain too much about that. But those games where you've just got a lot of possession play, I don't know how to change the tempo in those sort of games. And that's really, I think, that has to do with a lot of like custom tactics and all that sort of stuff, and I'm not too the best at that. I think going into FIFA 18 I really need to fine tune that, and hopefully we can get some extra W's that usually turn into losses. But right here you can see this right now, our opponent's just finishing us off, and fair play to him. He was a very good opponent. You can see he had much more possession, more shots, and he deserved the win, so kudos to you, man. And yeah, that's the final game that I'm going to show you for this weekend, because we only played 9 games and we managed to win 8. So we lost the one that you saw on the screen, and that was just how the weekend ended. I finished on Silver 3. I really didn't want to play anymore. I had a few things I needed to finish in my own personal life, and I had some other commitments. And I didn't really feel like playing that much more Weekend League, because FIFA 17 Weekend League for me right now is stale. The rewards don't mean anything. And yeah, we managed to finish on Silver 3, but that means we managed to finish with 118 wins and 26 losses for the month. That is an insane record. I can't believe that ratio exists. It's like probably more than a 4-to-1 ratio in Weekend League. Absolutely crazy, but that does mean that we get Elite 1 rewards coming next episode for you guys, the final Weekend League rewards. I hope you guys are excited. This is going to be episode 49, and then we're going to wrap up the series in episode 50 with a club tour, showing you guys what we managed to achieve this year in FIFA 17. But that's going to be it for this episode, guys. Hopefully you did enjoy it. Sorry if this uploads a bit late. I'm not sure when it's going to get scheduled, but hopefully it comes out right on time. But that's going to be it for this episode, and it's going to be it for the FIFA 17 Foot Champions for this account and just basically in general. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, don't forget to smash a thumbs up, drop a subscribe as always, leave a comment down below telling me how many games you played on average weekend leagues, and how many weekend leagues did you play. And on top of that, I hope you guys enjoyed the episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.